Mr. Edward Okpa. I'm just going to read a little bit about him. Mr. Edward Okpa is a Nigerian American who moved to Dallas in May 1987. He's an honorary admiral in the state of Texas, appointed by Governor Rick Perry. He is the first African immigrant to become a mayor candidate of the city of Dallas. In 2003, mayoral candidate who broke into commercial real estate after immigrating from Nigeria almost 33 years ago. He is the head of Dallas-based Okpa Corporation, a real estate appraisal and assessment firm. Please help me welcome Mr. Edward Okpa. While he's coming forward, let's give a round of applause to encourage him.
Hello. Good evening, and thank you, the organizer, Emmanuel, Wake Me Magazine, and the crew that is behind it. Is this a case of saving the best for last or the worst for last?
Best for last.
Right, it's a pleasure to speak with you. How much time do I have? Everybody will
You have 10 minutes.
Okay, good. When you give a pastor or a politician a microphone, you may have to wrestle it from them. But I'm going to keep it brief. You know, I was going to have something up there, but I like to talk from the heart. What I want to talk to you today is each one reach one. You know, technology is beautiful, everything is beautiful, but if you are a basic student of economics and you go to the factors of production, there are 4 factors. You have land, you have equipment, you have entrepreneur, and you have what? The human capital. Human capital is most important capital in the factors of production, because the human capital is the glue that makes everything happen. The land produces by itself, but the land to have maximally productive use, the human being has to act on it. Equipment is the same way. So don't overlook the human capital. You know, people talk about technology, that's fine. What technology is doing for us now is to speed up certain things. But I haven't seen a technology that if I want to go to Nigeria, I'll just download myself over there. I still have to get it on the airplane. I haven't seen a technology that will bring water into my home without a pipe, or electricity without a wire. So technology has its own limitations. We just have to embrace it and make it work for us. So the human capital is important. In the business world, the way I look at business is business in America is like stamp on envelope. You have a stamp, it doesn't do you any good. You have an envelope, it doesn't do you any good. When you stick that stamp on the envelope with the proper address, the postmaster will deliver. So you have to embrace, by that analogy, you have to embrace politics of business. We as black people, we are so consumed with the business of politics. But the politics of business is what decides what you get, how you get it, and when you get it, and that is policies. We're not very good in policies. American business is driven by policies, regulations, laws. So if you're not part of making that law, or being able to understand the law and how it affects you and how you can effect it, you're not going to succeed. Somebody, Alan, talked about 400 Africans businesses that make $1 billion a year. That's not good. Do you know there are more companies out of Israel listed on New York Exchange than you have all of Africa? Tiny Israel has more companies on the New York Exchange than all of Africa. Africa is not a new invention. Africa is the oldest continent. In Kenya was where they found the oldest human being. But why are we always being looked upon as a people not capable of delivering ourselves? You know, people say, let's go help black people. Let's go help Africa. I take an offense to it. In the dictionary of economics, 2 words don't exist: help and give. You can help a child, you can help somebody falling into a ditch, you can pull them off. But if you want to maximize the productivity capacity of an individual, there are 2 words you want to embrace: invest and partnership. When you invest, there's a reward expectation. When you partner, you have a recognition of talent. So maybe I can invest with you, but I don't have to be in your business. Because I recognize there's something in you that I need to put money in. And we as black people, whether we're here or over there, we don't recognize that. We don't invest or partner each other. How many of us college roommates have emerged to do business together? How did Facebook come about? How did Michael Dell come about? How did Microsoft come about? Roommates, toying with things, but they recognized each other's talent and they invested. We don't do that. You know, the term white and the term black was never part of the human race until America was founded. You know what? The Europeans came to America and became what? White. The Africans came to America and became what? Black. But look at how the white people have partnered and invested with Europe. After the World War, what happened? The World War was 1945 start. But even as Europeans were fighting each other, we are still colonizing Africans. I mean, so they haven't even gotten their home in order, but they still had a grip on us. And we let it happen. Why do you have to apologize for the existence? The God that created human beings did not produce any special custodian. He didn't say, you're going to be over this. But by our attitude and conduct, we have allowed other people to do what? Step up and step in. My mom used to tell me, he said, look, you make yourself a doormat. What's going to happen to you? 2 things. Step on you or step over you. And that's what we have done as a people. But look, after the World War, what's happened to Europe? The white people who used to be Europeans did what? They produced a Marshall Plan and they rebuilt Europe in less than 20 years. Who has the Marshall Plan for Africa? Is it the black people here? We are busy looking for who likes us. Who is going to not make us mad? You know, when I was leaving Nigeria for America, my mom had passed away years before, so it was still my dad. My dad was a chief. I grew up in a political environment. My dad called me to the side and said, when you get to America, do not call me to complain about racism, because in Nigeria, tribalism will chop your head off. That is, people that look like you go to do what? Kill you. So don't call me. And don't say, oh, they don't like me. Because he said, he, as my father, sometimes he doesn't even like me. So don't call. And it was a very powerful advice. Because when I came, in less than 2 years, I was in the US. I had gone to college in Nigeria. I was the first and the only black to become the regional appraisal manager for FDIC, 1988. When the banking crisis was going bonkers, this was this homeboy from Nigeria over 8 states. Oh, I had people at FDIC that they were jealous. I was driving a Mercedes-Benz. They said, we're paying you too much money. I said, no, you're not paying me too much money. I just know how to use my money for what I want. So let's get that straight. And then there were 3 people that didn't, white people, they didn't like the fact that this accent guy is over this. I said, look, if you don't understand my accent, you're probably not very intelligent. That's how I solved that problem. If you don't understand my English, you're not intelligent. End of story. But so they didn't like for the fact that I was the regional appraisal manager. I was the one everybody from everywhere they come in. I'm looking for Mr. Hopper. I'm sitting in my office with my nameplate. And in my office looking for Mr. Hopper, I take my nameplate up, I turn around, oh, that's me. How can I help you? So I called 3 boys, white guys, that wanted my job. Some of you are working in corporate America, that's fine. I don't run away from fact. In fact, I confront, I don't conform. So I called them into my office and said, hey guys, I know you want this job, but guess what? You're not going to get it. Because sometimes when you run away, you think like you're timid, you're afraid. You start to, oh please, like me. I didn't come to work, wake up every day to come and like you. I'm here to do my job. I'm here to collaborate with you. You do your part, I do my part, division of labor. You do your part. If you don't like me, I don't like you. In fact, when you don't like me, you do me a favor. I don't like you. We cancel each other out. I mean, hey, and I don't want to say how old I am. Men have rejected me. You know, when I came, when I saw these beautiful black women on Ebony magazine, I think if I come to America, I'm going to be able to help me for some of that. I didn't. And some of them say, oh, you have an accent. I don't even know if I said, okay, take your time. I think a lot of us don't know how to deal with rejection. We go to the mirror, we start to feel, oh, is it my height? I tell my wife, honey, I ain't getting taller. If I do, there's a problem with me. Take me the way I am. Huh? Yeah. Why are you trying to please somebody you don't even know the extent of their agenda? When I ran for mayor, I didn't win, but I didn't lose anything. Because the only time you lose an election is if you're already in the office, and then you run and you didn't win, then you lost. You never won lottery, you never lost it. So when I showed up to run for office, I was like, who is this guy? And I ran for mayor in less than 8 years of becoming a U.S. citizen. No African immigrant has ever done it in a major city. When I filed my petition to run, the city said, you are not qualified to run. And I was like, I can't read the requirements. I know how the process is. Another way of rejecting me. So I went home and I read the requirements. I got what it takes. It's the only office I cannot run in America is that of president. Every other thing I can. So how come I'm not qualified for this? Of course, in the Nigerian community was already, oh my God, that guy is fake, he's fraud, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I have to redeem my reputation. Guess what I did? I sued the city of Dallas. I am the reason they say don't mess with Texas. So they said that on Friday, and it was in the morning news. Then on Monday, how? A lawsuit was filed on them. And of course in America, a lawsuit is filed, you have to respond. And they did. And I won. I gained my respect. Oftentimes what happens to us is we go in and we start to validate who we are and checking with our friend, oh, what should I do? Start crying and running away. Confront, don't conform. I didn't say become confrontational. I'm saying confront whatever it is limiting you. That God gave you life in America or in Africa, He didn't make a mistake. But if you choose to think that because you are born in a particular zip code, you are better than somebody else, then you are entitled to think that. I've gone to school in America. I've traveled with the mayor, the governor, been to White House, I met all the presidents, and all of that is to prove to myself that I can do it. And sometimes my wife is, do you already have this thing? I said, I don't have any plan. I'm always expectant, but I have no expectations. What is killed us is having expectations. Oh, I'm expected to be a millionaire by the time I'm there, so I'm trying to get a PhD. I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. The only time you can say I'm going to is if already you are told what it's going to be. So I'm expecting, just like if I leave my house to go to work, I'm expecting to get to my office, because something can happen anyway. So my mom said, be expectant, don't have any expectations, so that way you can manage and deal with whatever comes to you. Life, even when Jesus was here, was it a milk and honey? He, the Son of God, was left in the wilderness for 40 days. And in fact, of all the things he did, they nailed him, they crucified him. So who are you? Defy yourself in order to define yourself. Marriage is not a requirement for life. If you watch what you do, the Pope is not married. Is he going to heaven or hell? The Reverend sisters are not married. Are they going to? So, any relationship that works for you, embrace it. It could be short term, it could be long term. But don't think because Linda and her man are doing well, it's going to work for you. You cannot copy and paste. That's one thing you can't copy and paste. Because you don't know honey. I don't know how to say honey because honey doesn't have a very good vocabulary in our language. Just like I didn't go to honeymoon. Because in our language, there's nothing like honeymoon. So after we wedded, she said, honey, are we going to go to honeymoon? I said, what is the equivalent word for honeymoon? And she's still thinking about it, we didn't go. So this, I know my time is up. I was going to even take some questions, but this strategic, don't look for sympathy. Look for investment, don't look for help. Look for partnership, don't look to be given anything. Each one, reach one. There's a saying in the Igbo language, when one finger touches oil by default and proximity, the rest of the oils get touched. Don't hesitate to empower somebody. Each one, reach one. Thank you guys for listening.